Hi there, this is K4A, Knowledge for All educational videos channel. We are continuing with Scratch tutorials and we are continuing with explaining Scratch blocks. In this video we are going to explain Scratch block which says think for 2 seconds or whatever you write instead of and for as much as long as you want instead of 2 seconds. This one should be fast and very similar to previous lessons, so let's go to Scratch and see it in action. Okay, so you should be in looks group of blocks. If you're in some other group, just click on the second circle from the top which says looks, and then third block from the top from above which says think for 2 seconds. Drag and drop it to your left, to right, pardon. I'm going to zoom a little bit more to see for you to see what I'm doing, and I'm going to bring the code which we were using in last video. Okay, we don't need this one to confuse us, so let's drag it down. Okay, so that's it. Okay, so as we were doing coding when we were using our say and say for 2 seconds blocks, Scratch blocks, same thing applies here with the think and think for 2 seconds. Those two blocks are very similar. Okay, they don't have enough space, so they're snapping together. So as you can see, those two blocks are very similar and do almost exactly the same thing. The only difference is that as we have seen in last video, this think block, instead of sharp arrow, it shows some bubbles to the bigger bubble where the text is typed. So same goes with this think for 2 seconds, and he's doing a very similar action to this say hello for 2 seconds. Only difference is that, as I said, that this block will show bubbles underneath the bigger bubble, and as this say hello for 2 seconds, this one think will also disappear. So instead of using this big bunch of blocks, this big group of blocks here, we can use only a couple of those. Same thing as we used to do before we say. So if I want to say think and then wait for 2 seconds and delete it, I would have to do it like this with 3 blocks, and all that coding can be done easier and faster with using this block think for 2 seconds. And same goes with here, using this think. Maybe I can use a key to open doors, they seem locked, and then waiting for 3 seconds and then disappearing. I can use only one block of code here instead, and I will copy this text, Ctrl+C, first I have to delete it, Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V on your keyboard, and changing 3 seconds instead of 2 and snapping it to our green flag clicked, and that's it. These 2 blocks which I have attached to when green flag clicked should do the same thing, the same program as those 6 blocks. Let's see if that works. Maybe I can use a key to open this door. They seem locked, and then it disappears. So again, instead of using 6 blocks like we have did in previous lessons, we will delete them and we will use only 2 of these blocks, so they are only here to make you work faster and easier, and to make your code looking more organized, more simpler, and that will speed up your work a lot. For now I don't need these think blocks. I will maybe use them later in our game which we are making now. As I said before, this think group of blocks is used like in comics, to represent how the main character is thinking something in its mind, so no one else can hear that. That is a representation of the thoughts of our character, and we will use it later if we need it. I don't know for sure if we are going to need it later, but we can detach it from our when green flag clicked block and move it below, just in case we're going to need it later. And for now, attach again this say hello for 1 second. I'm Scratch Cat, welcome to programming, and we are going to use that. We have learned something new, we have experimented a little, but for our game let's stick with this say hello group of blocks. Yeah, it works. That's it for now, and for this lesson, in meantime, keep on learning new stuff, new Scratch stuff, new programming skills, or whatever you want to learn, and keep on sharing that what you learn with your friends and other people. And that's it for now. See you in next videos. Bye for now.